up to the start now of the Princess Grace Challenge Cup.
Attention.
We have the Reading Rowing Club and Leander Club crew against Leander Club. And then the crew on the right-hand side in the buck station, the Leander Club crew of Emily Carmichael, Debbie Flood, Lucinda Gooderham and Francesca Rawlins. And the club on the left-hand side, the Reading Rowing Club and Leander Club crew of Jessica Layden, Holly Nixon, Melissa Wilson and Matilda Hodgkins-Byrne.
And just see Leander, well, as this side of the screen, as we look at it now, just warned for their steering off the starts. They're slowly returning to their station. That will cost them a little bit of distance, and that probably reflecting, as we see now, slight lead that Reading Rowing Club and Leander Club have taken. Two really high-quality crews here. The crew on the far side, Reading Rowing Club and Leander Club, three members of the current GB squad. And they sadly just missed out on Olympic qualification, but that's not to demean Leander Club. Very experienced rowers in their own right. And of course, Debbie Flood, who's a famous Leander and Great Britain oarswoman. Debbie first competed here in 2000, so highly experienced crew. They know each other, both crews know each other very well, and Leander Club will not be letting Reading Rowing Club, the Reading Rowing Club and Leander Club composite having it all their own way.
Yeah, some very skilled and experienced athletes, as you're saying there, Jim, in this boat closest to us from Leander. Debbie Flood in the 3-seat there, Lucinda Gooderham in the 2-seat. She's been in the quad quite a bit over the last few years for the British team. And we've seen a lot of athletes here who haven't made the Olympic Games competing, and from all over the world, in fact. And I guess it's a pretty great consolation prize if you don't make the Olympic Games, to put together a crew of highly skilled, strong, fit athletes and come here and have a real chance at winning one of these trophies.
Yeah, what a place to win as well. And Leander Club, the crew we see on our left-hand side, they've been winning lots of silverware in their own right. They won elite quads, the Metropolitan Regatta and Henley Women's Regatta here on this course just a few weeks ago.
And yesterday, to make it into this race, Reading Rowing Club and Leander Club beat Cambridge University Women's Boat Club and Imperial College London to make it into this semi-final. And the Leander Club crew on the left-hand side beat the women's quad from France. So both crews had fairly stiff opposition to make it into this race, but it does look like the crew on the right-hand side in the Bark Station, Reading Rowing Club and Leander Club, does have the advantage at this stage.
And Reading Rowing Club and Leander Club have actually raced once less than Leander Club. Reading and Rowing Club and Leander Club, as they're a seeded crew, they missed the first round, so they were given a bye through the first round. So Leander Club had to beat Wallingford Rowing Club and Glasgow University, so that will have an impact on them as well.
Yes, it's one of the unique things about this regatta. I've said it a couple of times that normally at a World Championship you might race every second day, but here, if you start on the Wednesday, that's 5 races in 5 days, and to back up day after day, physically, of course, these athletes can handle it. They're strong enough and they're fit enough to be here and to do that. But it does take a bit out of you, and we've just seen a bit of wild steering there from the Leander quad on the left-hand side. I'm not too sure what's happened there, but they seem to be moving in and out of their station, but it's not having, I think, too much of an effect on their speed, because they are a couple of lengths down on this crew on the right-hand side of the course. That's the Reading Rowing Club and Leander Club crew.
It's interesting if you watch stroke and 3 in the Reading Rowing Club and Leander Club. Their blade work isn't quite in unison, so the fact this crew is going away and drawing away and enjoying a large lead over a really quality Leander Club crew is even more impressive. Just look, the way, actually that doesn't particularly show from the overhead view, but the angles at which stroke and 3's blades go in aren't quite in the same angle, which is unusual for a quad of this level.
And the great thing about this broadcast that we're seeing is this is not only great for everyone around the world and around the UK to be able to join us here at Henley and be a part of the action and get a real feel for what it's all about, but also then for the crews and coaches and their competition to look back on this footage later. They can watch it back on YouTube and actually use it as a coaching tool, and they might well be able to look at angles that they haven't seen before from the drone or from above and realise that some of their angles are out, because sometimes as a coach or a rower it can be difficult to see that or feel that. So to have these fantastic shots and to be able to see things a lot more clearly is, I think, a really, really good tool.
Everyone wants a drone.
But it is the crew on the left-hand side, the Reading Rowing Club and Leander Club crew. They were seeded into this regatta. They've only raced the once yesterday on the Friday. Quite a young crew. Jessica Layden in the stroke seat, she's only 20 years of age. The other three members behind her, Holly, Melissa and Matilda, are all 22 years of age. Average crew weight of 75 kilos, so a young crew who no doubt will take a lot from this experience and hopefully have a great row tomorrow in the final.
I love looking at this crew of Scull. The way the power all goes down, unified waves, you watch the legs going down, how the boat accelerates. So they pop the brain in there, big application of power, driving the boat forward. But it's done in a really smooth, efficient way. They're making it look easy, but it isn't.
Absolutely. It's one of those deceptive things about this sport. It looks like it's moving a little bit slower than it is, and it also looks a little easier than it is, which is unfortunate, because I can tell you it's exactly the opposite to the way that it looks.
Yeah. It's like every top sportsman or woman, they seem to have more time than everyone else, don't they? They seem to be able to slow time, with boxing, athletics, or whatever sport you're into. And here's a great example. They look like everything's really rhythmical, well-paced, and yet they're absolutely flat out.
Yes, absolutely. It takes a huge amount of training to be able to row a boat like this. But this crew from Reading Rowing Club and Leander Club on the left-hand side of your screen, they've just looked so comfortable all the way down the course. A really nice scull. I think they'd be quite happy with that performance. And tough race for Leander Club on the left-hand side there. They've had a few issues with the steering down the course, but they just haven't been able to match the speed and the power of the leading crew.
You can hear the support they're getting. Both crews are getting from the grandstands as they pass by them. Leander Club just 100 metres from their current position, just past the finish.
As we come down to the finish line now, it looks like this leading crew, they're conserving something for tomorrow. They've broken their rate down. Just long, smooth sculling now to formalise that win as they cross the line in the Princess Grace Challenge Cup. And the Princess Grace Challenge Cup semi-final, it is Reading Rowing Club and Leander Club over the Leander Club.